Hey guys! So I know my last video was a few months ago. I haven't been making as many as I planned on making, but I will now. It's just life happens, kind of dealing with that. But anyway, so it's update time. Alright, so a little update on Javian here. So he eats a lot, as you can tell. He's only 6 months old and he eats and every single baby food. He eats all of my food. Like anytime he sees food going into someone's mouth, he grabs it. So he's had pretty much everything. And the only thing he doesn't like are prunes. But that's about it. Also, he had a doctor's appointment last week and he, as big as he is, he's only 22, he's only in the 22 percentile for weight, but 97 for height. So he's shaped like a green bean. Yeah, he's tall and skinny. So his personality just shows. He's just always hanging out and chilling. He's just so happy and he's so much fun to be around. I tell everybody it's like having a friend with you instead of a baby because he doesn't really cry or anything. He just hangs out and he's so happy all the time. He's just so much fun. Yeah? What are you looking at? Times when he isn't very happy are lately because I think he's teething. He had a little fever the other night, which it went down after like I gave him a bath and stuff. But he was like really clingy and quiet and not fussy, but just like not in the best mood. And yeah, so I think he's teething and his gums are starting to get white. So hopefully that's what it is. And hopefully they come in soon so he can eat even more food because this kid acts like I never feed him and all I do is feed him. So when people like have food, they're like, "Oh, your kid's really hungry." I'm like, "Yeah, he always is. I promise you I feed him all the time though." You want to stand up? Oh, okay. So I got a lot of questions about this. Um, Traveling. I took him to Florida to visit a friend, but also because my whole summer I was extremely pregnant and it wasn't fun, and I stayed inside most of the time. So I wanted to go somewhere warm, and I took him to Florida, and it was unexpectedly really good. Cause usually babies aren't that good on planes, like because their ears pop and stuff. But it was so difficult traveling with a baby by yourself. I did not think it was gonna be that hard. So wait, look. So he's looking at my dog. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, traveling. So we get to the airport and it's all fine. Like I'm just rolling him in. We check in. They give me both of our boarding passes. That was all great. And then we get to security. I guess like I just don't pay attention to other people when they travel because this is my first time traveling with him. I didn't know you have to take the car seat off and the stroller and break that down and put them both on the little belt that goes through. I was holding him literally just like this. Like, and this was a month ago. So he was 5 months. And I was holding him just like this and literally like with this hand and this one like taking off the car seat out the stroller and then like folding up the stroller. It was so difficult. And then I was getting stressed out because like there were so many other people that were like waiting for me. And then like through the whole like time of traveling, I handed him just so many random people just so I could have like an extra hand. Oh my gosh, my bad. An extra hand to do things and like pack up and stuff. But yeah, so the flight there, he slept the entire time, and he did that because I kept him awake. Usually he wakes up at 10 and has a nap at noon, but I woke him up at 7 to get to the airport, and we didn't take off until like 1:30, so I kept him awake the entire time. And he slept the whole time. Like I had to wake him up when we landed. It was amazing. So because of that, I got even more scared to go on the way back because I was like, okay, if he was so good on the way there, he's gonna be like a devil on the way back. But no, he wasn't. Um, the way back was the same thing. Handed him to random people so I could like get his situation situated. And yeah, the flight, it was good. He didn't sleep the whole time, but like, okay, so he slept the first half, and then the second half, he was just like up talking to everyone around us, and his ears did pop. He fussed for a second when they popped, but then like, um, he just started like laughing the rest of the time, and then making friends with everyone around us. And he was the only baby on the flight, so everyone like came up after, was like, he did so good. I was like, I know he did. I'm so proud of him. No, it was exciting though. But yeah, what are you looking at? You have dog hair on your face. Alright, but I think that's all on JB. I don't know what else to update with him on. I guess the only other thing I could say about him is he just grabs everything. He's getting to the age where he's like curious about everything, and like that's the annoying age to me because they just want everything. Like right now, he wants my watch. Like just everything. Like I could literally stick something in his face and he'll want it. Like, but yeah, he's getting to that age and just wants everything. But oh yeah, he's not crawling either. Some people have asked me that, and he like probably can. He just doesn't. I don't know. It's weird. He's like he just doesn't move. Like I can sit him on my bed for hours and he won't roll off, which is why he still sleeps with me sometimes. He'll go in his crib, but like I just get so lazy at night. Like who wants to get out of bed at like 5 in the morning and go get a baby out of a crib? That sounds so bad. But no, he probably sleeps with me in his crib like 50-50. He always, when we're home during his nap time, he'll always nap in his crib, which he's totally chill about. He doesn't mind it. But yeah, we've had no issues with that. I could totally leave him in his crib. It's easier for me to have him in my bed sometimes. But yeah. So he's good. He's healthy. He's getting big. Like this is a 9 to 12 month outfit, and it's like really big around the sides, but yet his ankles are showing. I don't know. You want to sit down? Okay. Okay, updates about me. So, I still don't have a job. I worked my 2 jobs. I worked those 2 jobs when I was pregnant, and then my last day was the day before I had him. But I quit them both because I also didn't want to go back to them. I didn't want those as jobs anymore. I was a server and worked with kids, and I didn't want to work with kids at all. And I didn't want to be on my feet all day. Like I was my entire pregnancy. So, yeah, I quit both of my jobs because I didn't want to have them anymore. And I knew I was going to find another job, but I still haven't done that. So I've literally, like, this is the longest I've been jobless since I was 15. I got a job when I was almost 15. So I was like 14, almost 15. And this is the longest I've had, went without a job. So that's been really difficult. I mean, a lot of people are like, you're so lucky that you don't have to work. But not really. That's really annoying. I'm living off of my savings account, and we just don't do anything all day. So it's not like as great as seems. I'm totally glad that I get to spend like all of the beginning of his life with him at home, but it was really hard going from like working and so busy all the time out doing stuff to literally nothing. But we find stuff to do. We're always like out to eat, or like we go to the park sometimes, and we just find stuff to do. We go to the mall, but yeah, we just find stuff to do. Yeah, but I did get my bartending certification. That class took me 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. Yes, he did just hit himself in the face with that. Okay. Yeah, that class took me like 3.5 weeks. Passed both my tests with an A, and now I'm a certified bartender, but I just don't have a job yet. I've been applying, and I heard back from a couple places, so I'm just waiting, but, yeah. I will be out in DC every once in a while if y'all want to come visit me. I'll let you know what place when I get the job. I'm trying. But yeah, no, really, I am trying to get a job because he's already 6 months old, and this has been so great and jolly, but I need to be making money. I can't live off my savings account forever. Jeez. Getting hype, bro. Another reason I need a job is because I need a car. I need a mom car. My lease does end in June, so a few more months, but I also need a mom car. Like, No wonder they call them mom cars, because you just don't have enough room in like a regular car to fit a stroller, him, the diaper bag, and then anything else I want to bring. Like, it's honestly difficult. And I have like a big car. I have like a newer Chevy Malibu, so it's like a big-ish little car. But no, for real, I need a mom car. Yeah, and then like everything will just fit so much better, and it'll be nice. I like big cars too. I don't like small cars. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I need a car, and I actually need to do that like this week. So before I get a job, there's a lot going on for someone who like doesn't really do anything all day. Like I have so much to do, and I don't ever know why. Like every day I wake up, I'm like, I have this, this, and I don't even know why. And we do have to go to Target too. Target is my happy place. Okay, ADD. Let's get back on track. Oh, I said I do nothing all day. I also do homework. I go to Southern New Hampshire University online. I've done like 3 terms now. I've gotten A's in every class, which is exciting because, yeah, I've never been an A student, to be honest. It's going really good. I was going to go to Mason, but I didn't. I'm really glad I made that decision because I love SNHU. It's so amazing. They're so nice and helpful. And they literally schedule my classes every term. Like my major is criminal justice, and they just schedule accordingly based on the classes I've taken. Yes, baby. But yeah, it's really cool. They're really helpful. I do that, and I just started my new term, which is gonna be the hardest one. I'm taking like politics, history, and I don't know. But it's too cold. Oh, okay. I thought something. A lot of people ask me about when I had appendicitis and how I knew, in case like I guess they had it or something. So I'm gonna say that in case like any of you guys think you have appendicitis, like go get checked. No, but a few people did ask me. So basically how it all went down is on the day it happened, like that I started feeling something. At like 3 p.m.-ish, I was like really crampy. I literally just thought I was getting my period, like the first time after I had him. And then it just kept getting worse. And then at like 5 o'clock, it felt like contractions, like full on labor contractions. So I was like, no, I need to take him home and I need to go because like I'm really not feeling good. So I went home. I got there at like 6, and I took him out of the car and went to go into my house, and there's stairs into my house, and I could barely carry him up the stairs. Like I was so weak. I went inside. I like unbuckled him, everything, got him out, and like just handed him to my mom. I was like, can you please just like put him in a side chair for a second? I'm just gonna sit here. And we were all sitting at like the table. And 20 minutes later, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go try and like take a nap or something. And then I got to my room, and like around 6:30 p.m., I texted my brother and I was like, hey, can you bring me the thermometer and a glass of water? Because I was like getting really hot. I took my temperature and it was 102.5. So then I was like, okay, I'm not okay. Like I was so weak. I could barely hold him, and he was only 4 months when this happened. I could barely hold him. But yeah, so I told my mom like my temperature or whatever. She's like, yeah, go to patient first. Just see what they say. I was like, okay. And like in my brain, I'm like out of the impression that I'm taking him with me because I take him everywhere. So I'm like going upstairs, like getting ready. She's like, you're not taking him. I was like, why? I was like, oh, you're right. Are you okay? You got it. All right. So she ended up staying with him. And I went to patient first, and they took so long. I was there until like 8:30 or 9. Like I was there for like 3 hours. Or no, like 2. But just sitting there. They took blood tests, urine tests, pregnancy tests, and flu test to see if I had the flu or something. They took all those, and she's like, all of them are fine, but like your white blood cell count is a little high. So because of that, you should go to the ER. And she even said, like, we're thinking like appendicitis or something with your kidney, or I don't know. So I went to the ER, and they take so long. It's not even funny. It was such a long process. I feel like it didn't even need to be that long. I was like in the hospital for a total of like 40 hours. Yeah, I got there at like 9:30 p.m. that same day. I got 2 ultrasounds, and they took 2 hours. It took so long because I was in so much pain that like anytime she would like press on my stomach, I like it like wasn't working. Like I would like tense up, and she was like, you keep tensing your stomach, like from like the pain or whatever, like your reflexes, like it's really hard. And I was like, okay. And then they did like a transvaginal one. She was like, yeah, I still like I can't see it good this way, blah blah blah. So I went back to the room, and a couple hours later I got two CT scans. Oh, so before you get CT scans, they make you like drink this drink, and then I honestly don't remember, but they were like, you need to drink this, and we need to make sure like your body looks this way when you're done with it. I don't know, but I couldn't do the CT scans until an hour and a half after the drink. So I got two CT scans, and then like after they're like, yep, appendicitis. I was like, okay. And by this time it was like midnight. So then they were like, okay, we're gonna get you a room like up in the rooms upstairs or something, because I was still in the ER. And I was like, okay. I did not get to my room until 5 in the morning. And like meanwhile, the night before, they were like, yeah, you're gonna have surgery in the morning. I was like, okay. And I'm thinking morning is like 8 to 10 a.m. around there. I didn't go to pre-op until 1:45. I didn't have my actual surgery until 3:30. I wasn't done until like 5 something. And then luckily I have a 4-month-old at home, so I like begged them to let me go home that night. They were like, if you can like learn how to walk, or like walk good, then you can go. I made so many laps that night. I was doing whatever I could to get out of that place. It was so funny. But yeah. But that pain, like the whole thing, the before, the after surgery, the recovery, I cannot like put into words like how much pain that was. It was more painful than birth, easily. But then again, I also did have an epidural for my birth, or for my labor, so it was so painful. And so like recovery, I like really struggled because I couldn't do anything, and I have him obviously, so it was really difficult. When they do the surgery, my surgeon was like, yeah, this is what we do, and she said we fill your stomach with gas. And after surgery, like my recovery, right here was hurting, like all like right here to like my neck was hurting so bad. Like, oh, whew, I can just feel it now. It hurt so bad. Like, it wasn't, like, I could press it. It didn't hurt. It was, like, my nerves. And I, like, Googled that, and I was, like, shoulder or neck hurting after appendix surgery, or removal of appendix. And it said, like, the gas that they fill your stomach with is, like, still in your system, and it's, like, leaving or whatever, but it, like, irritates your nerves, like, up here. It hurt. It was nothing like I've ever felt before. So bad. I remember like getting into bed one night, and I was like laying down like this, and like you can't stop it. It's not like in a certain position it hurts, and in a certain position it doesn't. Like you can't stop it. I remember laying down. I was like this, and I like lay down, and I just start sobbing, and I like it just hurts so bad. Yeah, that's how it happened. That story was too much to explain to everybody, so I just figured I'd put it in here. I do want to start going to the gym soon. I had to wait till he was 6 months old, which he finally is, for him to be in the kids' gym. Every time I went to the gym, I had to sneak him in, and it just was so awkward. But yeah, I just had to keep sneaking him in the gym, and it was just too much. But then, like, after having surgery and, like, recovering and all that, it was just too difficult to make time to go. Really? Alright, fine. Touch it. Eat it. I don't care. He's eating the dog kennel. Here. He is hungry and needs a nap though, so I think that is it. We will be making more videos, and I also wanted to do videos that don't really involve him. There's kind of stuff that I wanted to talk about, so those will be done soon. Just dealing with life in a time situation, because it's very time consuming, and I always have to do it at the right time, like while he's sleeping or something. So yeah. But alright guys, thanks for watching. You say bye? Oh, yep, that's my, yep, Okay. Well, that's his way of saying bye.